A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Now I request Shrika of grade 6A to lead us with the school prayer.
Good morning, everyone. I request everyone to join your hands, close your eyes, and repeat after me. Where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, while tireless striving stretches his arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has now lost its way into a gray desert sand of their habit, where the mind is left forward by thee into a winding thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Thank you.
I would now like to call upon our school choir group for the school anthem.
Let us celebrate the joy and praises of the school we hold so dear. Of the school that claims our respect, Dwps, we reach you. Stand, we will enjoy and pride, ever ready to proclaim. Stand, we will enjoy and pride, ever ready to proclaim. Dwps, we glory, proud we are to carry the name. Dwps, we glory, proud we are to carry that name. Service is our fearless motto, honor is our guiding star. Ever ready to recoup us where the steps are wandered afar. Time to see us falling apart, life may grow, dull and cold. Time to see us falling apart, life may grow, dull and cold. Still on the way to our reflection, lead and the tears shall have our mold. Still on the way to our reflection, lead and the tears shall have our mold. Still on the way to our reflection, lead and the tears shall have our mold.
Everything is extraordinary. I will now request Principal Ma'am to step forward along with Shivranjani Ma'am, Lucy Ma'am, Kavita Ma'am and Sazira Ma'am to light the lamp and begin the program. Thank you, ma'am. Shaurya Reddy from 10B, Satvik Chand from 10B. A very happy birthday from DWPS family. I repeat, we wish Sri Ram Chandra from 9B, Shaurya Reddy from 10B, Satvik from 10B a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May God bless you, dear. May God bless you, dear. May God bless and keep you. Happy birthday to you.
I now request the audience to please be seated. And we are representing different states of our country. And I come from a state who is very energetic and patriotic, Punjab.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பேர் ஆராத்யா. I am representing the state of Tamil Nadu.
Good morning everyone. My name is Lohitasya from grade 6A. I am from Telugu states, Andhra and Telangana. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Soumya from 7A. I represent the state of Rajasthan, which is famous for its desserts.
The state famous for its Rasgulla and Rasmalai. Good morning everyone. I am Samarpita from 7th A and I am representing the state of Bengal. Heritage you leave behind. A very good morning to Honorable Principal Ma'am, respected teachers, endearing parents and my dear friends. I extend my affectionate welcome to everyone present here. Thank you all for taking out time and being present here with us to celebrate World Heritage Day. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization established World Heritage Day in 1983 to encourage people to recognize the value of heritage sites and the need to preserve them for future generations. The International Day of Monuments and Sites, also known as World Heritage Day, is celebrated every year on 18th of April. In the year 2023, the day is celebrated under the theme Heritage Changes. India is a country of vast, rich cultural heritage with different colors, religions, languages, castes, and way of life. But there is always unity in diversity. As a storyteller of India's past, heritage emerges with spiritual, religious, social or political significance in the society. Rich heritage and culture is an irreplaceable source of inspiration for the citizens, largely defining India's global cultural identity. World Heritage Day is an important day as it promotes the protection and preservation of cultural heritage around the world. It is a reminder that cultural heritage is not just a thing of the past, but something that is still relevant today and will continue to shape the future. It is worthy of mention that Delhi World Public School has conducted various activities to mark the Heritage Day. Today, we are going to showcase only the glimpses of those activities due to paucity of time. Let's get the ball rolling. Over to Lohitasya.
Performances are a part of every culture program in our country. With a thundering round of applause, let us welcome on stage Arpita for a dance performance.
मूषिक वाहन मोदक ईश्वर पुत्र दीन विनायक पाद नमस्ते मूषिक वाहन मोदक चामर कर्ण विलंबित सूत्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र दीन विनायक पाद नमस्ते विनायक पाद नमस्ते सारूप्यं तम पूजने सारूप्यं तम पूजने शिव महादेवेति संकीर्तने समीप्यं शिव महादेवेति संकीर्तने समीप्यं शिव भक्ति तुल्य जनता सांगत्य संभाषणे सालोक्यं च शिव भक्ति तुल्य जनता सांगत्य संभाषणे
Wow, that was truly a dazzling performance. Thank you, Arpita. I now request Kriti, Aradhya and Soumya to take over.
For every different role you play, it's nice to have different challenges for each one. Role plays provide real-world scenarios which help students learn better. So let us welcome the students who will be reprising different historical characters on the stage today. भारत माता तेरी गाथा, सबसे ऊंची तेरी शान, तेरे आगे शीश झुकाएं, दे तुझको हम सब सम्मान. With a huge round of applause, please welcome Charita of grade 9A as Bharat Mata.
Today I'm here to represent a role play as Bharat Mata. Namaskar, me Bharat Mata. I am a personification of India and I am the mother goddess of the nation. I was first appeared in a Bengali novel Anandmat written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. I was painted as a four-armed goddess by Abanindranath Tagore in the year 1904. I was most popularly used during the Indian independence movement and inspired millions of people to fight for the freedom of their motherland. I represent my motherland, which is also known as Bharat. The people who were born of different caste, culture and religion live here in this nation. In spite of such differences, the people are still united here. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai, and thank you.
That was a truly captivating performance as it created an illusory blanket of bliss on the audience. Thank you, Charita.
National symbols intend to unite people by creating visual, verbal, or iconic representation of the nation. I now call upon Khwaish of Grade 3A on stage to represent some of these symbols. Ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends, as today we are going to celebrate Heritage Day, so I'm dressed up like national symbols. There are 17 national symbols, but I'll tell some of them. This costume is made by me and my mother's help. Our national flag is Tiranga. Tiranga has 3 colors in it: saffron, white, and green. Saffron stands for unity, white stands for peace, and green stands for prosperity. And Tiranga is our national flag. Our national bird is peacock. Peacock is a very beautiful bird. Peacock have colorful feathers. And peacock loves to dance in rain. And peacock is a national bird. Our national fruit is mango. Mango is sweet inside in taste. Mango is the king of the fruits. And mango is our national fruit. Our national animal is tiger. Tiger is so dangerous. Tiger have sharp teeth. Tiger runs very fast. And tiger is our national animal. Our national flower is lotus. Lotus looks very beautiful when it floats in water. Lotus is pink in color. Lotus is the favorite flower of Goddess Lakshmi. Hope you all like my information about national symbols. Thank you for listening me patiently. Thank you, Koish. That was an enchanting presentation.
Families are like branches of a tree. We grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one. Please call upon Shrita of Grade 4B to talk about nuclear and joint families.
Teachers and my fellow mates, a very good morning to one and all present here. I am Shrihita from Grade 4B. Today I am here to talk on joint family as a part of Heritage Week. Do you love your family? Yes, we all love our family. A family is like branches on a tree. We all grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one. A family is also like flower bouquet, different in color, looks and shape, but together gives an amazing fragrance which can help anyone forget their distress for a moment. Now, let me share a conversation between a grandmother and a granddaughter about joint family. Hey dear, what are you doing? Hi Grandma, I'm thinking some points on joint family. Why dear, don't you know about joint family? I know Grandma, but in my school we are celebrating Heritage Week. So as a part of it, I would like to talk on joint family. Hence, I'm collecting more information about it. Could you please help me, Grandma? Sure, dear, but first let me know that what do you know about joint family? Yes, a family consists of parents, their children, grandparents, uncles, aunts and cousins living together under a single roof is called joint family. Isn't it, Grandma? Absolutely, dear. Grandma, I heard that nuclear family is a happy family. Is that true? Actually, every family is a happy family, dear. We ought to make it happy. Earlier, families were larger in size. Thus, we can see more joint families. What do you observe in joint family, dear? Yes, Grandma. Work is shared by all the members of the family, isn't it? Not only that, dear, all the members of the family stand and support for each other in difficult times. They not only share their responsibilities, they share their happiness and sorrows. Yes, Grandma, I still remembered when I got a heavy fever, you and Grandpa worried a lot and you served me at that time. Thank you so much, Grandma. It's okay, baby, that's my responsibility. You also help me in my work sometimes, right? Grandma, can you tell more points on joint family? Why not, dear? The children in the joint family get the love of their grandparents, uncles, aunts, along with their parents. They develop good understanding, love, unity, and relationship by living together. In joint family, we can see different age groups of people and they can share their experiences to guide the members of the family. They learn caring and having respect for every relationship. Grandma, can I say one thing? They also celebrate festivals, rituals, ceremonies together. That's a good point, dear. Now, did you gain some knowledge? Yes, Grandma. Thank you so much. Love you. No family is perfect. We argue, we fight. But in the end, a family is a family and the love will always be there. Thank you.
That was an eloquent and heartwarming talk. Thank you, Shrihita.
Kakatiya Queen, and she was among the very few and the most successful female rulers of South Indian history. Let's put our hands together for Nikita from grade 6B to portray Rani Rudramadevi.
Principal Ma'am, teachers, my dear friends and uncles and aunties, I am Nikita from grade 6B. Today, as a part of Heritage Week, I am enacting as Rani Rudramadevi. My regnal name was Rudradeva Maharaja. I was the Kakatiya queen and ruled substantial parts of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. I was one of the most prominent women rulers of the Kakatiya dynasty. Now, let's see about my childhood and the consequences faced by me. I was born in the year 1259. I was treated as a boy and was given a male name Rudradeva because in those days South India was dominated by male rulers. So, Ganpati Deva, my father, brought me up as a prince and taught me every art of war. At the age of 14, I shared the throne with my father in the name of Rudradeva. I learned how to administrate and participated in meetings with the public to understand the sufferings of ordinary people. After the death of my father, Ganpati Deva, I became the complete ruler of the Kakatiya dynasty. Due to male domination, I was bestowed with a male name Rudradeva. I also had to go to public meetings dressed as a man. I felt very upset that why should I hide my identity as a woman? And on one occasion, I revealed my secret that I was Rudramadevi. My succession to the throne opposed with many small rulers, including my relations. They hated being under my authority. With evil thoughts, all these enemies started to besiege the Orugalu kingdom. In these complicated situations, I handled these with great courage and suppressed the enemies with my fierce forces. In this way, I proved myself worthy of my throne as queen. During my reign, the mighty Yadavas of Devagiri and Cholas attacked to conquer the Kakatiya kingdom.
but they all failed due to the strong determination of me and my fierce forces. Now I am going to tell about some important incidents in my life. I was married to Veerabhadra, who was the king of Malkapur. I faced the most serious danger from the West Shula Mahadeva. He tried to invade the Kakatiya kingdom and took control of its capital, Warangal. I put up a very stiff resistance and fought with Mahadeva for 15 long days, during which I destroyed 3 lakhs of Sena cavalry and chased him up to the walls of Devagiri. You can also see the inscriptions of testimony over my victory over Mahadeva in the Bidar fort. I took the title of Raya Gajakesari, that means lion to the elephant like enemy or kings. I made my grandson Prataparudra Deva the Yuvaraja in 1280. The Urugalu fort was built under my guidance. Now, I am going to come out of the character of Rudrama Devi and tell about her bravery. Rudrama was the first woman to be coronated, because of which she became a matter of pride, not only for the Kakatiya dynasty or India, but for the entire race. She ruled for 4 decades with good administration, love of justice, equality among the people and administrators, and spreading the peace. So, during her ruling period, historians called it the golden period in Andhra history. She stood with confidence, commitment, bravery, and proved that any woman endowed with such qualities could rise to another Rudrama. Not merely yesterday or today, but for generations to come. Rudrama will remain an inspiration to one and all, transcending narrow gender equations. She lived, fought, and sacrificed her very life for motherland, an embodiment of a true patriot. I would like to end this with a small poem. Kakatiya Mahasamrajya Bharadharini Sathrava Bhayankara Nitya Rudra Rupini Mana Rani Rudrama Devi. Thank you all for this opportunity.
Wow, that was a spectacular performance, Nikita. Thank you. Moving forward, here we have a famous quotation by Bhagat Singh. They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. They can crush my body, but they will not be able to crush my spirit. Let's welcome Suhas of grade 5A to represent Bhagat Singh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Suhas. I'm studying class 5A. Today I'm playing the role of a national leader, Bhagat Singh. I'm a freedom fighter. My dream is to see the independent India. I was born on 28 September 1907 in a linguistic Sikh family, Banga village, now Pakistan, Lalpur district in Punjab. My father's name was Sardar Kishan Singh and my mother's name was Vidyavati Kaur. My father and uncle Ajit Singh were also freedom fighters. I devoted my life to the freedom movement at the age of 13 years. I was involved in numerous revolution activities and arrested many times during Indian freedom struggle. For my sacrifice and struggle, I was also called as Shaheed Bhagat Singh. I founded the party Naujawan Bharat Sabha in 1926. I gave a very famous slogan, Inqilab Zindabad, to all Indians as a protest to the British rule. I'm a very bold and fearless leader. I held the title Shaheed-e-Azam for my sacrifice at a young age. I avenged the death of Lala Lajpat Rai by killing the British officers and other soldiers involved in it. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना आप हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. Boom! I now, Bhagat Singh, have thrown this bomb not to scare anyone or kill anyone, to awake the Britishers who are deaf. Now it's time to leave our country. Make us free from Britishers. Britishers, leave our country. Britishers, leave our country. I underwent a hunger strike in Miyawali jail, now Pakistan, for 112 days, one of the world's longest hunger strike at my time. I, along with other inmates, demanded the status of political prisoners and other basic amenities in jail. The rising popularity of me shook the British rule and hurriedly passed a death sentence on me. 23rd March 1931 was the day when I was hanged and martyred for our motherland along with my friends Rajguru and Sukhdev. Even though you people kill me, I don't have any regrets. They can kill me, but not my ideas. They can crush my body, but not my spirit. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Mataram. Jai Hind. Bhagat Singh death anniversary was celebrated as Shahid Divas every year. He sacrificed his life for the freedom of India. Bhagat Singh will always be immortal in the hearts of every Indian. Bhagat Singh is an idol and inspiration for youth of India. Like Bhagat Singh, we have many great leaders who sacrificed their life for the freedom from British rule. Inqilab Zindabad! Inqilab Zindabad! Jai Hind! Thank you.
That was an outstanding performance. Thank you, Sahib.
She was the first and the only female Sultan of Delhi. Put your hands together for Hajna of grade 9B to enact as Razia Sultan.
नाम में ही उसके बुलंदियों की पहचान छुपी थी। राहों में आए कितने कांटे, पर उसकी आरज़ू ने उसे आगे बढ़ाने की ही ठान ली थी। सलाम वालेकुम। I am Razia Sultan, the first and the only ever female Muslim ruler of Delhi Sultanate. Phew, earning that title was really hard. Like, see, I ruled Delhi from 1236 to 1240 and the only ever woman to do so. I defied all odds against me, including overcoming challenges over my gender and my slave ancestry. So today, I, Razia, am going to narrate my story of struggle on earning the title, the first female Muslim ruler. Long ago, my father, Shamsuddin Iltutmish, entered Delhi as a slave under Qutbuddin Aibak. But he impressed Qutbuddin Aibak with his efficiency. So Qutbuddin gave him the post of provincial governor. Qutbuddin even trusted my father so much that he gave his daughter's hand for marriage with my father. Later on, my father became the Sultan of Delhi. In 1205, I was born as the only daughter to my father with 3 younger brothers. He taught me to be a bold girl alongside my brothers. He ensured that his kids were well educated and well trained in martial arts, archery, and in administration. He saw how skilled I was in these stuff. And you know what? When he went to a campaign to Gwalior, he left me in charge and not any of my brothers. But that is why, when he was lying on his deathbed, he chose me to be his successor, me to be the next Sultan of Delhi. But if you think that's how I became the Sultan, hey Allah, no, it was much harder. The Turkic nobles, they were not ready to accept me as the ruler just because I was a woman. So they appointed my half-brother, Ruknuddin Firuz, on the throne. And you know what he did? He left his mother for the state affairs and himself went to enjoy the royal privileges. But thankfully his rule came to an end in less than 7 months because he and his mother were assassinated. Then I ascended the throne by the name Jalaluddin Razia because I don't want to be addressed as Sultana as it refers to mistress or wife of a sultan. I'm not a wife of a sultan. I am the Sultan himself. I rule by this name and even struck coins by this name. Yes, I ordered coins to be printed. Queen of Pillar of Women, Queen of the Times, Razia Sultan, daughter of Shamsuddin Iltutmish. I was proud of my kingdom and worked on conquering new territories to strengthen it. But my rule was soon to last. The Turkic nobles, they were displeased despite my efficient rule, so they planned something against me and captured me. My another half-brother, Bahram Shah, became the ruler. Hey Allah, why are you doing this to me? At that time, Malik Al-Tunya, governor of Bathinda, took me as his wife. He rebelled against the Turkic nobles to win my kingdom back to me. We together marched towards Delhi. But we were defeated. We were unsuccessful in our conquest. My legacy has, however, stood in test of times. Women throughout the ages have invoked my name in their folklore and lyrics, spreading my story to distant lands. Coming out of my character
I want you all to be courageous in life, no matter how hard it gets, because if Razia had given up at the start, she would have just been known as Iltutmish's daughter and not as the first female Muslim ruler. Concluding with, I want you all to be courageous, no matter how hard life gets. Whether you're a boy or girl, rich or poor, normal or abnormal, you have to be courageous to put up in this society. Thank you.
Thank you, Hasna. That was a mind-blowing performance. I now request Loitasya to take over.
Yeah, changing the track, we have a short skit presentation. Humor is the best medicine. To administer this medicine, I now call upon grades 7 and 8 on the stage.
This is Nihal from 7B. Today, me along with my skit partners are here to represent a skit on the topic of Tenali Ramakrishna. Tenali Ramakrishna was a brave and funny man. Tenali Ramakrishna did not receive any formal education but still became a great scholar by just using his common sense. Because of his thirst of his knowledge, he became one of the most well-known men that days. Before digging into the topic of this story, I would like to introduce the skit characters. This is Handav enacting as Sri Krishna Devaraya. This is Raj Bharadwaj acting as Senapati. These are the courtiers of the court, Arjit, Shardul and Sai Bhavesh. This is Virat enacting as Tenali Ramakrishna, and this is Bhanutej acting as Baba. Without any further delay, I would like to start the skit. Tenali Rama did not know how to play chess. He didn't even enjoy watching other people play chess. One day, when Tenali Rama was not there at the court, one of the courtiers said,
"My lord, why don't you play chess? You are so good at it."
The king said,
"There is no one good enough to play chess with me. That's why I've given up playing the game."
Some of the courtiers were jealous of Tenali Raman. They wanted to show Tenali Raman down. So one of the courtiers said,
"But my lord, you have such a good chess player in your court."
"Who are you talking about?"
asked the king.
Tenali Rama, my lord, he plays chess very well.
The king was surprised and said,
"But whenever I asked him to play chess with me, he always refused, saying that he did not know how to play the game."
The courtier said,
"He likes to play chess alone, my lord. Maybe that is the reason that he has lied to you that he does not know how to play chess."
"If that is so, let him come to the court tomorrow. I will force him to play chess with me."
Next day, when Tenali Raman came to the court, he had spotted the king sitting in front of a chessboard. He was confused, but the king ordered,
"Come, Tenali, let's play chess."
Tenali replied,
I'm sorry, my lord. I do not know how to play chess.
The courtier excitedly said,
"Your secret is out, Tenali. Now the king knows you can play chess."
Tenali was confused at first, but immediately understood that it was a courtier's plan. They wanted to show Tenali Raman down, so he quietly sat in front of the chessboard. Tenali started playing. He had no idea what to do. He was just moving the pieces here and there. This further angered the king. He shouted,
"Tenali, play properly."
Tenali replied,
I'm playing as properly I can play, my lord.
The courtier said,
"My lord, Tenali is intentionally playing like a fool because he does not want you to know his good moves."
"If you don't play properly, Tenali, I will have your head shaved off."
Poor Tenali, no matter how hard he tried, all his moves were bad. This further angered the king. He lost his patience and summoned the guards and shouted,
"Go, call the barber and get Tenali's head shaved."
Tenali stood up and replied,
My lord, I have sold my hair for 2,000 gold coins to a man. I can't get my head shaved till I pay him 2,000 gold coins.
The angry king ordered for 2,000 gold coins. The money was handed over to Tenali. Tenali Raman was very happy. As the barber was about to shave his head, Tenali held his hand. The king shouted,
"Now what is it? You have got the 2,000 gold coins and it is time for your head to be shaved."
My lord, in my family we shave our heads when our parents die. My parents have already died, but you are like father to me. I hope that when my head is shaved completely, nothing bad happens to you.
Stop! Don't cut his head.
Ordered the king. Then the king asked Tenali,
Be honest, Tenali. Do you know how to play chess?
No, my lord, I do not know how to play chess. I wish I do.
Why?
Asked the king. Tenali replied, I do know chess, but still I earned 2,000 gold coins. If I knew chess, I'd have earned much more. Hearing this, the courtiers were shocked and disappointed, but the king started laughing loudly. The king was very proud to have such a clever and witty courtier in his court, but the courtiers were shocked and disappointed because their plan flopped. I hope you enjoyed the skit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Over to Lohitasya.
Wow, the performances of the audience had split. That was indeed a hilarious skit. Over to the role play anchors. Begum Mrs. Mahal was one of the few women who challenged the British during the revolt of 1857. Please welcome to the stage who will reprise the role of Begum Hazrat Mahal.
दानों का है रिवाज हमारे हिंदुस्तान में नहीं. अस्सलामु अलैकुम everyone. I am the queen of our Begum Hazrat Mahal. I am the India's first female freedom fighter who was leading the Battle of Independence in 1845. I was born into a poor Sayyid family in Hyderabad in Awadh under the name Muhammadan Khanum. At the age of 13, I was eventually sold into a royal harem family by my family. I was bold and tenacious. I marked my place in history as the only major leader who was leading to never surrender to British, instead opting to continue. I was swiftly changed from a lowly Khwashin to a Pari, to a Begum. One of the Awadh ruler accepted me. I had my first son in 1845 named Birjas Qadr. I framed patriotism against the British East India Company as they were conquering the Awadh state. Then I decided to regain control over Awadh by myself and done many protests against them. The British offered me a hefty pension to return Awadh and work under them. I let it down and continued to fight against them. I fought until my last breath and at last succeeded. Coming out of the character and talking about Begum Hazrat Mahal, she's a brave woman whose bravery in a male-dominant society was outstanding. She was not only a mother, a queen, but also a symbol of resistance. Thank you.
Thank you, Banu. That was an amazing performance. Let's not forget that in India, the symbol of strength is a woman. The goddess Shakti quoted the first woman Prime Minister of India, also known as the Iron Lady of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Please welcome Vivin and Sahasra on the stage for an amazing interview.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vivin.
And I'm Sahasra.
Today we're here to represent an interview of Indira Gandhi. Sahasra has Indira Gandhi and myself as the reporter. On the advice of PM Indira Gandhi, President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed proclaimed a state of national emergency on June 25, 1975. This was a time of fear. It created an atmosphere of fear where the democracy was threatened. This emergency was a result of the contested elections on 1991, where Indira Gandhi had won, and she had later imposed the emergency due to the internal disturbances, suspending key fundamental rights of all its citizens. Let's start with the interview. Good morning here, Mrs. Gandhi.
Good morning.
Can you imagine any circumstances in which you might once again become the Prime Minister of India?
I can certainly imagine the circumstances, but the question is whether I want to be or whether I agree to be or not.
What would be the terms under which you would agree to be?
No, it's not about such terms. I don't want to be.
Okay, Mrs. Gandhi, can you tell our viewers the reason for the imposition of the national emergency?
Grave crisis had arisen that has made this proclamation necessary. It was a completely unstable political mood, and the political mood of the country has turned totally hostile. There were internal disturbances and agitations by the opposition parties.
This emergency was one of the darkest periods in the Indian democracy. Millions were imprisoned and many were tortured in jails. What's your comment on this?
Well, the economic surveys of these years, that is 1975 and 1976, has shown a significant economic growth. Everything was under the support of the India's economy.
And TRT Tata, the most beloved and respected industrialist, has also supported us for the imposition of the democracy and for this emergency too. There was virtual anarchy in the form of rallies, strikes, looting and rioting. So this has forced me to dismiss the rights of the people.
But the people voted you out in 1977.
No. Well, voted out is a strong word. We were defeated. But within less than a month, people were coming back to me as it was such a suspended, malicious propaganda and people were taken in by it.
Then do you ever feel, in a way, that you've abused the trust that the Indians have forgotten you?
No, certainly not.
Okay, then what about the Shaw Commission's report, which accuses you of excessive abuse of power during the period of emergency?
It is an extremely prejudiced report that only focuses on one side of the report and completely ignores the other.
Then why was it a necessity to imprison Mr. Morarji Desai, who became the PM of India?
Those were the people who were destroying democracy and they were getting the battle to the streets as they thought that they would not win through elections. And Mr. Morarji Desai was on a record in an interview having said that he would ruin the parliament, he would surround the PM's house and not let me come out of my own house and not let me do any business. And another member has said that if we would not win by the ballot, we would go by the billet.
Then why couldn't you have used the law available to you? You could have arrested the people.
No, you see, India is a big country unlike the UK and the political mood, as I've already told, was totally unstable. So if we wouldn't have suspended the rights, India wouldn't have survived.
Then why were the fundamental rights of people taken away?
Yes, it was taken, but it was only for a short period of time. As I've already mentioned, the situation was more or less out of control.
Then what do you expect the future of India to be like, Mrs. Gandhi?
The future of India is for us to decide, and I don't think it's anybody else's business to interfere in. And we will here find it out in India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Janan Sahasra. That was very informative. Over to you, Aradhya.
Stay away from those who spread negativity, who criticize you all the time, who waste your time, who are jealous, who don't care, who are self-centered, and who plays the victim. These are the words of Chanakya. Please welcome on stage Charan Ram of grade 9A as the genius Chanakya.
Good morning everyone. My name is Charan Ram. I am studying in grade 9A. Today I am going to enact the role of Chanakya. I am Chanakya. I was a teacher, a philosopher, an economist, and a statesman who wrote the Indian political treatise, which is also called the Arthashastra, which depicts the science of politics and economics. I was born in the 350 BCE and was popularly known as Kautilya or Vishnugupta. I played an important role in the establishment of the Mauryan Empire. Born in a menial Brahmin family, I was educated at the Takshashila, which was an ancient education center present in the northwestern part of India, now in Pakistan. I was a highly educated scholar who had in-depth knowledge in various subjects such as warfare, astrology, economics, politics, and medicine. I started my career off by becoming a teacher and went on to become a trusted ally of Emperor Chandragupta. I served as his advisor and helped him overthrow the powerful Nanda dynasty. I did so because I was humiliated by Emperor Dhananda, who was the emperor of the Nanda dynasty. He told me that I had many looks and an ugly face. I was devastated. Therefore, I took the help of my disciple, who was Chandragupta, trained him into all the warfare that I knew, won the second war of Pataliputra to conquer the Nanda dynasty. I also worked as the advisor for Chandragupta's son, who was Bindusara as well. Here are some of the quotes written by me in the Chanakya Niti and the Arthashastra, which have been used by many people to attain success. Some of these quotes are, let me go with the first one. Never judge the future of a person by his present conditions, because time has the power to change a small piece of coal into a shining diamond. Here we go with the second one. Never settle for anything less than what you deserve. It is not called pride, it is called self-respect. Moving on with the third one. A small chain is enough to control a huge elephant. A small lamp is enough to destroy all darkness. A thunderbolt is enough to crush a huge mountain. Therefore, your body, shape, size, and beauty are not important. Only your strength and confidence are important. I'm sure you would like to hear the next one. Time can perfect a man as well as destroy him. Time is in nobody's hands. Nobody is friend or enemy to none. Time makes everyone friend or enemy. Moving on with the next one. Education is your best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. I am sure you would be inspired by hearing the next one. A kingdom, wealth, and a friend can be regained, but this body, when lost, may never be acquired again. Ending it with the last one. A God cannot be found in pictures or in idols. God can be found in ourselves. Our soul is our temple and our feelings are our God. I wish all of these quotes help all of you in your lives and they inspire you. And I'm also sure that these quotes help you attain success. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Charan Ram. That was a stellar performance.
करोगे आपकी जीत की खुशी भी उतनी ही बढ़ जाएगी. These are the words of Ashoka the Great. I would now like to call upon Prajwal from grade 6A to enact as Ashoka the Great.
Good afternoon, Principal Ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. I am Prajwal from 6th A, Delhi Public School, Mashil Highway. Today, we are celebrating Heritage Day. So, I'm gonna do a role play of Samrat Ashoka. I am Ashoka. I was born in 273 BC. I am one of the 3 sons of Bindusara, the ruler of Patliputra. After his death, I was the new king. I was the 3rd ruler of the Maurya dynasty. I was the greatest ruler of my time. I was also popularly known as Ashoka the Great. I took a very great care of my people. I ruled my kingdom very wisely. I ruled a very vast kingdom. I was very religious. The Tilna, the chakra in the Indian flag is named after my name because the 24 spokes of the Ashoka chakra represent my edicts. Some of them are love, courage, patience, humility, and mercy. I fought a war with Kalinga in Orissa. I killed over 1 lakh people. But one thing that was troubling me from inside was I won all the wars and made my people happy. But I saw many of my soldiers die. That's why I changed my mind and took the path of Buddhism. I'm a Buddhist. I preached for love, peace and ahimsa. I followed the motto, Satyamev Jayate. Thank you for listening to me patiently. Jai Hind.
That was a marvelous performance.
And I'm here to represent the role of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I was born on 14th April 1891. My mother name is Bhima Bai and my father name is Ramji Malokji Sakpal. My dad was an army officer. And I am Bhimrao Ambedkar, also known as Bhimrao Baba Sahib Ambedkar and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I'm a jurist, a philosopher, a social reformer, an economist, a Buddhist activist, and also a prominent politician. I was appointed as the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee on August 29, 1947. I am also the first Law Minister of Independent India. I am also the father of Republic of India and father of Indian Constitution. I am the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. I played an important role in the establishment of the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, in the year 1935. I always stood for equality, morality, loyalty, and fraternity for all human beings. I launched a newspaper called Muknaika in the year 1920. I was awarded the prestigious Bharat Ratna in the year 1990. I brought in change in the working hours from 14 hours to 8 hours. I also placed the Ashok Chakra in the Indian flag. I fought for the equal rights of Dalit community and removal of untouchability from the society. My library is the world's largest private library, which consists of more than 50,000 books in it. Sincerity is the sum of all moral qualities. Life should be great rather than long. They cannot make history who forget history. So be educated, be organized, and be educated. These are some of the famous quotes written by me. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, David. That was truly interesting. Over
From grade 10 to reprise the role of Maharaja Shiva.
The role of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I, Shivaji Shahaji Bhosle, born in 1630, 19 Feb. My name was kept on a regional god Shiva, not Lord Shiva. I am also known as the father of Indian Navy. My father, Shahaji Bhosle, was the Emperor Chief General of Mughal Empire. He was not available in my childhood. That's why my mother, Jija Bai, who was also my first teacher, taught me Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana and all the Ved Purans from a very small age. That built a very good leadership quality in me. When I was in 3 years in Makal, today known as Pune, I saw that people have the strength, people have the courage to do something for their country, but they don't have any guidance. I thought to start with myself. I built a very small army which did guerrilla warfare and won the wars. When Afzal Khan called me for a meeting, he said that we won't be allowed to bring any weapons. I agreed with it. When I met him, he tried to kill with me his knife. I killed him with the Bagnak and I was prepared. I had worn an iron shield inside my clothes. When Adil Shah sent Mirza Raje to me, I was defeated for the first time. And they made me sign a treaty where I have to give my 23/4 to him. I was really worried about the kingdom. I thought what to do, but I did not lose the hope to build a Hindu country. Then I won 364 within few years. From a very small group which did guerrilla warfare and won the wars to the one of the greatest empire, Maratha Empire, this was the journey. I had faced many problems in my earlier years. No one was supporting me. But I had the belief in myself and I thought that I can achieve what I want to. This was the journey of my life. Thank you so much.
That was an extraordinary performance. Thank you, Danish. To die with dignity, then live without self-respect, stated Rani Durgavati of Gondwana. I would now like to call upon Ahana from grade 7A to represent Rani Durgavati.
And today I'm going to enact a role of Rani Durgavati, a great brave queen of Gondwana. So without any further delay, let's begin.
Yes.
I am Rani Durgavati. I was born on 5th of October 1524. My father, Kirit Rai Chandel, was the king of Kalenjar kingdom with its capital at Jalbalpur. My husband, Dalpat Singh, was the king of Gondwana kingdom, present-day Madhya Pradesh. But because of his passing away suddenly, our child, Veer Narayan, was made the king of Gondwana at only the age of 4. So I was made his guide as he was only a child. I was famous for fighting wars with the Mughal ruler of Allahabad, Asaf Khan. I also defeated Baz Bahadur many times in battlefields. I also defended Akbar on him giving me an offer to be his wife. No, I could never do so. I was incredibly brave and courageous. I fought around 500 gallant wars against invaders including the Mughals and never lost one. But alas, in one of my wars with Asaf Khan, I got injured in my eye, neck and shoulder. And I was able to remove the arrows from my shoulder and neck but was unable to do the same with my eye. And if this wasn't miserable enough, we lost the war. I could not retain this. So I asked my minister, Adhar Singh, to kill me, but he refused to do so. So I took out my own dagger and killed myself. Coming out of the role of Rani Durgavati, I feel like the sea designs for her. वह तीर थी, तलवार थी, भालों और तोपों का वार थी, फुफकार थी, हुंकार थी, शत्रु का संहार थी. Really, heads off to you, Rani Durgavati. We'll always remember you. Thank you.
That was a fully power-packed performance. Give it up for Ahana.
It is now time to pay tribute to our country in a form of a song. I now welcome our school choir on the stage.
A place of beauty uncharted, joy unbounded, blessings freely granted, fun and fulfillment, living in the moment, you and home with each other, caring for one another. Hey, look around, hear the sound playing for you. This is my India. This is my India. This is my India, where it all started. This is my India, rich in culture and heritage. This is my India. Jesus, Krishna, Durga and Allah, Buddha, Namaste. Divinity, the soul of the script, the land where all are worship. Jesus, Krishna, Durga and Allah, Buddha, Namaste. Divinity, the soul of the script, the land where all are worship. Find your freedom in this wisdom. Mind and body get started. Fear and anger avoided. Hey, look around, hear the sound playing for you. This is my India. This is my India. This is my India, where it all started. This is my India, rich in culture and heritage. This is my India.
Wow, that was truly a heart-touching performance.
Faith in humanity. If a few drops of an ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty, said the father of our nation. Please welcome Rohit of 7B on the stage to enact as Mahatma Gandhi.
Good morning, one and all present here. My name is Rohit and I am going to do a role play on Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change that you wish to see in the world, said by Mahatma Gandhi. Hello friends, I am the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. I was fondly known as Bapu and Gandhiji. My title Mahatma was given in South Africa in the year 1914 when I started many freedom movements in India. I started first movements against British rule Satyagraha in 1917. I was the supporter of Ahimsa and I got award by Times Magazine of the Year award in 1930. My birthday is observed as worldwide as the International Day of Non-Violence. My dear people, future depends on what you do today. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. That was a heart-touching performance.
Ruler of Jhansi when she was only 18 years old. Welcoming Nishika of grade 5A as Rani Lakshmi Bai. Today I am going to play a role of Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. I am Rani Lakshmi Bai. Yes, you are right. I am a great queen of Jhansi. I was born on 19th November 1828 in Varanasi into a Maharashtrian family. My nickname is Manu. After my marriage to Raja Gangadhar Rao, the Maharaja of Jhansi in 1842, I became Lakshmi Bai, named the honor of the goddess Lakshmi. I was fond of shooting,
horse riding, sword fighting, etc. I refused to hand over my Jhansi to British. I took my sword and faced British army in the battleground. I laid down my life for the sake of freedom. I will not leave my Jhansi at any cost. Go British, go, here I am, the Jhansi Ki Rani. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishika. That was a power-packed performance.
There are many types of dance performances. No matter what type of dance is being performed, there's always an element of artistry and technical skill involved. I call upon dancers on the stage.
సత్తువ ఉరిమితే కొట్టర కొండ నెత్తురు మరిగితే ఎత్తర జెండ సత్తువ ఉరిమితే కొట్టర కొండ జెండ కొండ కత్తి సుత్తి గిట్ట కొద కొమ్ము కోడే ఒన్సల్లెని కోడే సిరిగల కోడే ఎల్ల ఎల్ల కోడే రతికన్న దట్టిది రాయలసీమ కోడే నెత్తురు మరిగితే ఎత్తర జెండ సత్తువ ఉరిమితే కొట్టర కొండ నెత్తురు మరిగితే ఎత్తర జెండ సత్తువ ఉరిమితే కొట్టర కొండ కసిగల్ల కోడే కలకత్తా కోడే కుచిగల్ల కోడే గుజరాతీ కోడే ఎల్లంటి కోడే ఇందూరు కోడే తిరుగేలేనిది తిరునల్వేలి కోడే నెత్తురు మరిగితే ఎత్తర జెండ సత్తువ ఉరిమితే కొట్టర కొండ మందమున్న కోడే పంజాబీ కోడే నగన్న కోడే రంగూరి కోడే ఓషాల కోడే అల్లాసి కోడే విజయ విహారమే వీరమరల్లా కోడే.
It was an encouraging and breathtaking dance number. Thank you so much.
Supportive parents, my dear team and beloved students, good morning. Heartfelt thanks to all the parents. I know it is a very hectic day, working day, but still you made it for the kids. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for being part in the event and encouraging the students. So on this day, I want to give a little bit of clarification. Why do we celebrate all these events? As you know, according to NEP, there are many pedagogical methodologies to make the students understand the concepts. In DWPS, we never follow traditional methods. Coming to teaching in the classroom, we follow different methods like, role plays, right now what you have seen, and students are waiting outside, showcasing their models, whatever they have done. So that is experiential learning. If we teach, in earlier days when we are students, we used to sit in the classroom, teacher used to explain and we need to by heart the concepts or the content, whatever delivered by the teachers. But right now, the system got changed. They have to experience. If they experience, if they get involved in the characters, definitely they are not going to forget in their lifetime. Right now we are seeing, can we forget our kids' performance? No. So if they are getting involved in the character, definitely they are not going to forget. That is one benefit why we do such events. And second thing is, I want all my children to be devoid of this stage fear. It's not easy, my dear parents, to come, stand here and to address the crowd or to perform in front of the crowd. It takes a lot of courage. I want all my children to be courageous to face the crowd. So in-house competitions we conduct so that they will have that confidence. Yes, we can achieve, we can compete with other students so that they will be ready to go outside and to participate in inter-school competitions. That is the second point. So this will enhance their communication skills. So DWPS, we are putting all our efforts to make our kids best in all the aspects. So along with the school, I want all the parents also to render your support. I know all my parents are very supportive even though coming days, even the same support is expected from you all so that we can see our kids going to great heights, doing great jobs. Thank you, my dear parents. Thank you. So before I come down, I want to introduce my social team who is behind this Heritage Day. If I plan something, if I give an activity, I want to celebrate Heritage. I want to introduce my team. HOD of Social Science Department, Miss Kavita Matkal. Miss Madhuri. 516 social teacher, Saita Nanduri. 7 and 8 social teacher, Miss Naomi. Is she there? 3 and 4 social teacher. So parents, this is the team behind this Heritage Day. Congratulations, kudos to entire social department. You have done marvelous job and my kids are very creative. Thank you parents, thank you so much.
Time, your suggestions and your opinions means a lot to us.
Ma'am, and every time whenever my kid participates in any activity, he feels so encouraging, and myself I feel very interesting to do different activities, how to make him do the best thing. So it's very lovely and very happy to both my kids are in this school. I'm very happy for that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Today,
hello everyone.
Today kids have performed different characters, historical characters.
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन कहना चाहूँगी कि आपने इतना अच्छा पर्ट करा है कि बच्चे बहुत अच्छे से पार्टिसिपेट किया, इवन एंकरिंग वगैरह भी थे, वो भी स्टेट एंटायर में तैयार होके आए हैं. बच्चों ने प्ले भी बहुत अच्छा किया, मतलब टोटल मैंने एंजॉय किया. और यूँ अब इतनी स्टेज में आके हमें भी अपना हिस्ट्री याद आ रहा है. ओके ये हैं, तो उस चीज़ के लिए आप सबको थैंक यू.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Sir.
Hello.
Which historical character inspires you the most? Which one did you like the most?
To be honest, all of them.
Thank you, sir.
And I would like to thank Principal Ma'am and the entire staff and crew to organize these kind of events. And although we as a parents are new to this school this year, fortunately now we are happy that and we are appreciating ourselves that we have joined our 2 kids here. This being our first year.
Oh, that's great, sir.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all of these. And I would like to just say, comment that now I'm confident that you will make our kids also like this, although they are young here.
Definitely, sir.
And the ma'am, what she was saying, that the fearness, that's what the most important in today's world. Subjects anybody can learn. The teaching and the speaking, the communication, that's what leading the world now. And we thank you for all of that. Only one request, ma'am, if you can organize this as a wider view. And this, I felt like this is a very smaller community. I mean, you have got a big ground there. If you could please, yeah. Sure. I was just observing that. Just beyond that, no other comments.
Thank you
for you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
This is my first year, ma'am. My kid has just joined.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. And she has got her second prize in the model.
Yes.
And actually she is now she has become outspoken and she is participating on her own.
Okay.
Not in the group.
Okay. Okay.
So I feel very happy for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was a great day.
Thank you. It means a lot, ma'am. Thank you.
Teachers and students who did so well. One small request is I would like to see more shy kids on the stage so that they also open up. It's not only those kids who talk much in the school are here presenting the show or doing all the other activities. I want more shy kids so that their communication skills are also developed. Thank you.
Actually, ma'am, there are some who have come out like this today in the Today show. Yes, definitely, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All their efforts. Even my 2 kids are there now. One in 8th class, one is in 5th class. I didn't see them. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, their models are waiting, sir, for you all.
Right. Okay. But kudos to all the teachers, all their efforts. It's not an easy thing, doing such a big event, and very good. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give 10, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Today, I feel incredibly honored and privileged to have been allowed to extend a vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. On behalf of our school, I would like to propose a vote of thanks to our participants for their striking and riveting performances. It was a visual delight to see them perform on stage. I extend my hearty thanks to Principal Ma'am and the management of Delhi World Public School who gave us the opportunity to celebrate World Heritage Day with great gusto. Teachers' contribution in this event is immense. Their enormous efforts in churning out the best performances from the students deserves a special mention. I extend my thanks to my teachers who are driven by passion and devoted all their time and energy to make this event a success. Special thanks to the co-scholastic department for the valuable contribution. I would also like to thank the non-teaching staff for the support. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the appreciative and discerning audience for their presence. Now, I request the audience to rise up for the national anthem. Before taking leave, I request the audience to have a look at some of the models prepared by the students. Our teachers will guide you. Thank you.
Vlog చేయాలా?
Now the brain moves from Western hemisphere to Eastern hemisphere, traveling Rotation and revolution of the Earth. As we know, the Earth rotates on its axis, which takes approximately 24 hours to complete one full rotation. This is what causes day and night. During the day, the side of the Earth facing the Sun experiences daylight, while the other side experiences nighttime. So when the Earth revolves around the Sun, it takes approximately 365.24 days, which is what causes the changes in seasons. When the Earth orbits the Sun, it results in variations in the amounts of daylight and nighttime in different parts of the world. The day and night working model helps people to work around the clock and ensure that important tasks are completed efficiently and effectively. People who work during the day rely on sunlight for visibility and can perform tasks such as farming, construction, etc. People who work during the night, on the other hand, rely on artificial light to see and can perform tasks such as healthcare, hospitality, and hospitality. And this project is an essential part of social studies as it is related to the rotation and revolution of the Earth. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Preetham from grade 5B. Today, I am going to explain about the heat zones or temperature zones of the Earth. The temperature zones of the Earth are distinguished by the latitudes that run across the Earth's surface. We all know latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines that run across the Earth's surface parallelly above and below the equator. Depending on the amount of heat of the sunlight received by the Earth and the sun rays hitting the Earth in different directions, different climate occurs in these heat zones. Thus, the heat zones are also known as the climate zones. Our planet Earth has three different zones. Those are the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. The torrid zone. The torrid zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north, and the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south. This is the hottest zone of the Earth because this is the straight races in this region, causing the solstice and equinox. Now, what is solstice and equinox? When the Earth faces the Sun here, the sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer, thus causing the longest day in the northern hemisphere, which occurs on 21st June, is known as the summer solstice. When the Earth faces the Sun here, Capricorn, thus causing the longest night in the northern hemisphere, which occurs on 23rd December, known as the winter solstice. The next zone, hot, humid, and wet climate. This is the richest zone on the Earth with habitats supporting many animal and plant species. The next zone is the temperate zone. The temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north, and the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degrees north. This climate is very moderate, neither too hot nor too cold, because this receives the slanting rays of the sun. Hence, this zone experiences all the four seasons annually. The next zone is the frigid zone. The frigid zone lies in the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. This is the coldest zone because this receives only the slanting rays of the sun, and the impact of the sun is very mild and weak. Hence, this is the coldest zone. This is covered with ice and snow. Finally, these heat zones were classified by Parmenides and later taken forward by the great Greek philosopher Aristotle. It is important to know about these heat zones because these heat zones gives information about vegetation, climate, livelihood, and rainfall. It is important to know, but thus these heat zones gives a glimpse about various factors of different areas. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. We, the students of 8th grade, are going to talk about the Konark Sun Temple. The Konark Sun Temple is a monumental representation of the sun god Surya Sayat. It was built in the mid-13th century during the reign of the Eastern Ganga king Narasimha Deva I. The architect of the temple is Bishu Maharana. Also known as the Surya Devalaya, the Sun Temple is a classic illustration of the Odisha style of architecture or Kalinga architecture. The 24 wheels of the temple are decorated with symbolic designs, and it is led by a team of 7 horses. The architecture of the temple is also symbolic, with the 12 wheels corresponding to the 12 months and the 7 horses representing the 7 days in a week in the Hindu calendar. The 3 types of stones were used in the construction of the temple. Sardite was used in the doors and frames, laterite was used in the construction of the cores of platforms and staircases near the foundation, and condylite was used for some other parts of the temple. In the 13th century, 1200 workers toiled hard for 12 years to build this temple.
What remains of the temple seems to be 100 foot chariot. The rest is all in ruins. What remains of the temple seems to be a 100-foot chariot. The rest is all in ruins. It was once more than 200 feet tall. The temple is located about 35 kilometers of Puri and 65 kilometers of Bhubaneswar on the Bay of Bengal coastline in Odisha. Here are some interesting facts about the Konark Sun Temple. Konark was chosen as the Sun Temple's place of construction because it has been described as the holy seat of sun god Surya in various ancient texts. It was also called the Black Pagoda in earlier days as early as 1676 because it looked like a great tiered tower which appeared black. The temple also served as an important landmark for the sailors in the Bay of Bengal. The temple was plundered by Muhammad Ghazni in 1024 to 1025 when his army invaded Bhima's kingdom. Thank you. The Sun Temple is no more worshipped because King Narasimhadeva had set a construction deadline, putting the lives of 1200 workers in danger. The sun god statue inside the temple is made up of a material with iron content and is said to be floating in the air. This is due to the unique arrangement of the top magnet, the bottom magnet, and the magnets around the temple walls.
Good morning, dear parents. I, Yuran of grade 8, stand here to talk about one of the most important aspects of our Indian Constitution, the fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are an essential part of any democratic society. They ensure that every citizen are treated with dignity, respect, and that justice, equality are upheld. The fundamental right which was part of the Indian Constitution was not written by any individual but was rather drafted by the Constituent Assembly of India as a collective effort towards making the democratic society. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee, played a significant role in drafting of these fundamental rights. The Constitution grants us with 6 fundamental rights. Let me give you them in brief. The first one is right to equality. It ensures that every citizen are equal before law and no one is discriminated in the basis of their caste, creed, religion, gender, place of birth, etc. Next comes right to freedom. It ensures that everyone has the freedom of speech, expression, freedom to assemble peacefully wherever they want. The next one is right against exploitation. It prohibits the human trafficking, forced labours and child labours. Next comes the right to constitutional remedies. It ensures that every citizen has the right to approach law if someone is violating these fundamental rights. The next one is educational and cultural rights. It ensures that every citizen has the right to conserve their own language, script and make educational institution of their own choice. The next comes right to freedom of religion. It ensures that every citizen has the right to conserve their own religion and practice it. The Parliament plays a crucial role in protecting these fundamental rights. They are also responsible to make sure that these fundamental rights are not violated. We must respect and cherish these rights but not violate it. As a conclusion, let us all pledge to uphold these fundamental rights granted to us by the Indian Constitution. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Also, we can understand his, this presentation is very nice. And you becoming the B.R. Ambedkar is very nice. That's good. All the best.
Myself Ritvik.
Myself Santosh.
Myself Viraj.
We are doing the project of continental drift.
So Alfred Wenger gave the theory of continental drift in 1915. There was a huge continent Pangaea divided into Laurasia and Gondwana land. It was divided by Sea Parthalis.
This is also called as tectonic plate theory. For every theory, there are evidences. The evidences for this theory are radioactive. Like in few continents, there are same kind of species and rock species means like kind of animals, all those things. And paleoclimate. In few continents like Antarctica, India, South America, North America have the same climate in that Pangaea.
There are there are 7 major plates and 20 minor plates. The 7 major plates are North American, South American, Antarctic, Indo-Australian, Eurasian, and the African plate. There are 20 minor plates such as Fiji plate and also the Philippines plate and many other. The formation of Himalayas. So India divided from the Gondwana land, and then it started with its northward journey. When it collided with the Eurasian plate, it formed Himalayas. This is a convergent type of boundary.
So what happened after India joined the Eurasia continent? So later, first the Antarctica was divided, then the North America was divided, then slowly the Australia was divided, and then the Asia was divided, and then the Africa to join the Asia.
Thank you, ma'am.
Main over. Nice.
Good morning. My name is Ananya from class 6B. Today I am going to be talking about the different types of landforms. What are landforms? Landforms are the unique feature of the earth which is caused due to elevations, depressions, water, wind and erosion of the soil. Mountains, plateaus, plains are some of the major landforms of the earth. Some minor landforms are valleys and canyons. Mountains. Mountains are higher and steeper than hills. They have a colder temperature due to the elevation of the earth. This is why human habitation is very less here. Plateaus. Plateaus are elevations of the flatlands. They can have one or more steps. Some plateaus in India are the Deccan Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Some waterfalls can be here such as Jog Falls in Karnataka. Plains. Plains are one of the most fertile landforms on earth. They are very good for agricultural activities such as farming and poultry. Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We made a model on space junk. So have you ever heard about space junk, sir?
Yeah, the waste which was
So
kept-
space junk is the waste which comes from broken satellites and rockets. This junk travels at very high speeds and it reaches speeds up to 18,000 miles per hour. Therefore, it causes a big threat to International Space Station and other satellites.
So many countries and companies are trying to come up with ways to prevent it from happening, but currently they're only theoretically possible as they have very high budget. Some companies are trying to come up they're making artificial satellites with robotic arms, which may deviate the direction of the space junk, and some are going to make a huge lasers which may zap the space junk and cause it to fall on the earth.
But we have huge space, right? We have huge. Why we want to treat this waste, this junk?
Because they may crash into our functional satellites and our international space station and may cause huge damage. It may interrupt our communication even weather forecast.
Space, or they will get it back to the earth and reuse it.
We can't use it, sir. It's impossible. Non-recyclable.
So they can't use it.
But SpaceX is trying to bring the satellites back, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a different project.
They're using reused satellites.
Yeah.
Reusable satellites.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir and ma'am. I'm Prajulana from 6th A, Delbo Public School, Machine Highway. So, today I made this working model of day and night.
Very good.
So,
How it works?
you have to switch on this.
Yeah.
When the earth rotates, the part facing the sun is the daytime and the part facing the far away from the sun is the nighttime. Daytime and nighttime are due to the earth's rotation on its axis, not on orbiting around the sun. So, the people in the daytime feel heat and light, whereas the people in the nighttime feel heat, cold and dark. I'm going to also tell you about the time zones. Example, London, India. India is 5.5 hours ahead of London because there are 6 time zones in America and 1 in India. 6 are Hawaii European time, Pacific time, Eastern time, Southern time and Western time. Thank you.